You know what's funny? Every broke editor I've met has one thing in common. They think that the way to make more money is to become a better editor. Like, if I learn After Effects, if I add more motion graphics, if I make my edits crazier, then I will be able to charge more. But that's not how money works. It's not your skill that gets you paid, it's your understanding of value. Because here's what's wild, most editors don't understand why their service is valuable. They just learn editing from YouTube, found out that people pay for it and started freelancing. But they never stop to ask, why would somebody pay me thousands for this? So now they're just shooting in the dark. They're messaging random creators, doing random edits, hoping one day somebody finally values their time. But the truth is, you can't make money from something if you don't understand what makes it valuable. Let me show you what I mean. Right now, most editors see editing as a skill. They think editing is hard. Not everybody can do it, so it must be valuable. But difficulty does not equal value. Like, I could spend 10 hours painting my wall with a toothbrush. Yeah, it's difficult, but it's also stupid. The market doesn't care how hard something is. It only cares about how much money or time it creates or saves. So if you're an editor thinking, I'll charge more when I get better, you're missing the entire game. Let's talk about who actually pays the most for editing, because it's not entertainment YouTubers. It's not the gaming channels. It's the business owners, specifically people who use YouTube to drive sales. Their YouTube channel isn't a passion project, it's a calculated sales funnel. And that's where the real money is. Because for them, a single video isn't just content, it's a traffic source. If your editing helps that video perform just 10% better, that could lead to thousands more in sales. That is where value lives. So let's make this practical. If you want to scale as a video editor, you have to understand exactly how editing creates value for these business owners. There are 4 ways editing makes them more money. The first one is stupid simple, and the 4th is going to allow you to charge thousands per month. Number 1 is saving them time. This alone can double your income, and literally anybody can do it. A lot of these creators are editing their own videos right now. They're filming, importing the footage, syncing audio, cutting out dead space, adding B-roll, adding music, literally everything. And the thing is, they're not professional editors like we are. So for them, that's 2, 3, maybe even 4 hours gone per video. Now imagine that same person values their time at $100 an hour. That's $300 to $400 wasted on something that you could do. If you could come in and just replicate what they already do, nothing fancy, no flashy effects, just get the edit done, you're saving them $300 plus of their own time. So charging $250, $300 for a video is completely fair. You're not selling an edit, you're selling 3 hours of their life back. And that's what they will pay for. And when you understand that, you stop thinking like a freelancer and start thinking like a business owner. But that's just the first layer. The next way editing creates value is increasing watch time. Now this one's interesting because even basic editing can make a massive difference. Most viewers have the attention span of a goldfish. They zone out from the video every few seconds. But with simple pacing, cuts, small visual changes, you can bring their attention back again and again. You don't need insane After Effects, just movement, variety, and flow. If your editing boosts retention by even 10%, that video starts to perform way better. Because YouTube sees it and goes, hey, people are watching this video for way longer than average, so let's push it out to more people. More reach means more views, which means more traffic and ultimately more sales. That's real, tangible, actual money. And you as the editor caused it. So imagine telling a business owner, hey, I increased your attention by 15% and you got 40,000 extra views. How much more money did that make you? That's when you stop being just an editor. You become a growth partner. That's where the high ticket retainers start to come from. And this is where most editors miss the point. They think flashy editing is value, but flashy editing can sometimes kill retention. It distracts the viewer instead of keeping them engaged. Editing is not about showing how skilled you are. It's about engineering attention. That's why boring, clean, simple editing often outperforms the hyper-edited flashy stuff, because it helps the message land. The people who get this end up scaling their editing business, but the people who don't stay stuck grinding forever. This is exactly what I teach inside my one-on-one mentorship. We install a system that takes you from freelancer doing random edits to an operator who brings immeasurable value. And it's how my clients go from 2K to 10K a month without working harder. If you're watching this and tired of guessing what to do next, click the first link in the description. Book a call and I'll walk you through the entire process step by step. Because once you understand this, the rest becomes simple. Now let's go deeper, because the next two are where you really start to separate yourself from every other freelancer begging for work on Twitter. Number 3 is increasing authority. This is one of those invisible value drivers that 99% of editors overlook. But if you understand it, clients will throw money at you. When someone watches a creator's video, they're not just listening to what's being said. They are subconsciously judging the production quality. You can have two creators saying the exact same words, same tone, same message, everything. One has no editing, long pauses, messy pacing, repeated points, maybe a sneeze or two. The other? Smooth flow, crisp cuts, clean transitions, and professional looking visuals that explain complex ideas clearly. Who are you gonna trust more? Exactly. High quality editing signals authority. It makes the viewer think, okay, this guy knows what he's doing, he's invested, he's legit. That perception equals more trust. And trust equals sales. So editing isn't just making a video look better, it's building the face of the brand. That's why business owners will happily pay more for good editors, because good editors turns their content into a credibility machine. And by the way, this doesn't mean flashier editing, this means cleaner editing. Most editors over-edit because they want to prove that they're skilled, but high-level clients don't care about skill. They care about the clarity of their point. They want their message to land, their offer to convert, their audience to trust them. And when you learn to use editing as a tool for persuasion, not entertainment, you instantly become worth 10 times more. Because now you're not selling a cool video, you're selling influence. The final way that editing creates value is building a visual language that speaks to your client's ideal customer. And this is where editors start crossing the line into content operators. You see, every brand has a target audience. You can literally edit 2 identical videos, same message, same creator. And if you change the editing style, you'll attract a completely different viewer. If you're selling to 18-year-olds, sure, add in memes, super flashy animations, hyper edits, all of that shit. But if you're selling to 30-year-old bankers, the same style will make them click off instantly. They want clean, simple, premium. So when you understand who your client is selling to, you can design a visual language that sells for them. You start thinking like a strategist. You're editing for conversion, not clout. That's how you go from random freelancer to embedded creative partner. And this right here, this mindset shift is the most important part. Because if you actually understand how your client's business works, if you understand why they make content, who they make it for, and what it sells, then suddenly every editing decision you make has intent. You're no longer the guy who edits videos. You're the guy who grows their business through content. That's when everything changes. That's when clients start asking you for strategy. That's when they stop haggling over price, because they can feel that you understand them better than any other editor they've worked with. And this is the irony, because what actually makes you 10 times more valuable as an editor doesn't have anything to do with editing. The understanding of how money actually moves in a business. The flashy stuff, yeah, it gets you compliments, but the boring stuff gets you paid. When I figured this out, everything changed. I stopped trying to get better at the craft and started trying to get better at thinking like a business owner. And that's what the productized pipeline is built around. It's not about teaching editors how to edit better. It's about installing a business system that lets you use the skill you already have to make real money, consistently and at scale. We turn decent editors into creative entrepreneurs. People who make 10K a month editing simple videos fast for clients who actually value them. So if this clicked for you and you're sat there thinking, damn, I finally get why I'm stuck, then here is what I want you to do. Click the first link in the description and book a free one-on-one call with me. It's not some sales pitch Zoom thing. We literally go through your situation and map out how to apply this system to you. I'll show you how to find clients who use YouTube to sell, how to package your editing as a growth service, and how to charge $250 per video consistently for videos that take you less than 2 hours to edit. And look, I'm only taking 5 to 10 people per month right now. So if you've been grinding for months, making 1 to 3K and wondering what's missing, this is it. Stop trying to become a better editor. Start becoming a better operator. Because once you get that, the money flows fast. But if you want to watch my full hour-long course on how you can scale your video editing business to 10K a month, then you can click on this video up here.